Daytime television is no stranger to controversy, but the current firestorm surrounding The View might be one of its most strangest yet.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
At the center of it all is Karoline Leavitt, a 27-year-old White House press secretary, whose credentials have been called into question by none other than Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg.
I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because
their on-air remarks ignited a media frenzy so intense that it's become the subject of a multi-million-dollar defamation lawsuit. If that weren't enough, rumors of looming cancellations, behind-the-scenes feuds, and desperate damage control have thrust the show into a crisis no one saw coming. Is this the moment The View goes dark for good? Or will the long-standing panel navigate the scandal and emerge unscathed? Let's dive into the details unfolding behind closed doors. Word began spreading when Karoline Leavitt, praised as the youngest person to serve as White House press secretary, reportedly filed a defamation suit against Behar and Goldberg. In an instant, social media lit up with supporters cheering Leavitt on and critics condemning The View for allegedly targeting a woman they've long professed to champion. Traditional daytime TV thrives on provocative discussions, yet few expected a legal battle that could imperil the entire production. The stakes are monumental. Not only does Leavitt's suit seek a sizable financial settlement, it also questions the ethics of daytime talk shows that consistently walk the thin line between spirited dialogue and reckless commentary. If the lawsuit gains traction, The View may be forced into an on-air reckoning. Producers are said to be scrambling to manage the crisis, with some calling it the most daunting challenge the show has ever faced.
Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate help.
But that's hardly the end of this fast-developing saga. At the core of Leavitt's claim is Joy Behar's much-discussed comment suggesting Leavitt's position hinged on her physical appearance, rather than on her professional merit. Coming from a show that frequently preaches women's empowerment, the remark struck many as a glaring contradiction. Critics across the internet blasted Behar's words as hypocritical and out of line, pointing out how The View has historically taken pride in supporting female leaders from all walks of life. The fallout only intensified when viewers replayed the clip, where Behar implies that conservative administrations prioritize looks over competence. Hashtags condemning the host circulated online, and petitions calling for her resignation began accumulating thousands of signatures. Fans of The View felt torn. Some argued that Behar's comment was in poor taste, but not lawsuit-worthy, while others saw it as a revealing glimpse into the show's double standards. The controversy stung even more when Leavitt appeared to handle the jab with grace, issuing public statements that focused on her track record and refusing to sink to personal insults. Yet, as heated as Behar's segment was, it's not the only factor fueling Leavitt's lawsuit. While Behar's comments mostly revolved around appearance, Goldberg took a broader swipe at Leavitt by attributing her White House role to what she called wokeness. Goldberg told viewers that without progressive movements, young women like Leavitt might never stand at the White House podium. Many found that line of reasoning condescending. Critics wondered why Goldberg, a vocal advocate of equal opportunity, would reduce Leavitt's achievements to the very concept Leavitt herself questioned, especially given Leavitt's already notable resume. The backlash was swift. Social media posts labeled Goldberg's statement as dismissive and out of sync with Leavitt's proven abilities. After all, by the time Leavitt turned 27, she had already contributed to major political campaigns and served in high-level communication roles. She wasn't simply handed her job as a symbolic gesture of social change, she had the credentials to back it up. And in the minds of many, Goldberg's words only intensified the perception that The View was minimizing a young woman's success. But the drama wouldn't stay confined to the host's individual remarks. Behind the cameras, a different battle appears to be raging. Insiders hint at a growing rift among the View panelists. Allegedly, some of the co-hosts were unhappy with the direction of the conversation on air and displeased by the subsequent backlash they're now forced to handle. Alyssa Farah Griffin, a former Trump aide, was reportedly unsettled by the harsh tone directed at Leavitt. She has privately advocated a more balanced, less combative approach. Meanwhile, Joy Behar seems frustrated by the notion that she should apologize just because everyone else thinks it's necessary. Her refusal to concede any wrongdoing has, according to rumors, driven a wedge between her and some fellow co-hosts. Whoopi Goldberg, for her part, is sticking to her guns about wokeness, contending that Leavitt's opportunities wouldn't exist without societal progress. Production staff are said to be scrambling, uncertain how to restore unity among the hosts. As these clashes intensify, the audience is left to wonder whether the real drama is on set rather than in front of the camera. All the while, Caroline Leavitt remains unshaken, swiftly turning the controversy to her advantage. Hailing from New Hampshire, Leavitt has packed multiple political roles into a compressed timeline, working for notable figures and campaigns before earning the White House press secretary spot. She's also balanced career and motherhood, a juggling act that resonates with many viewers who admire her tenacity. There's chatter that Leavitt might launch her own media project, perhaps a podcast or a digital platform aimed at young professionals eager to make a name in politics. Those close to her say she sees the lawsuit not merely as a defensive move, but also as a chance to highlight the double standard women in politics often face. In other words, this moment may catapult her from promising young press secretary to a household name, and every twist of the controversy only seems to bolster her profile further. But how will this budding star's rise affect the future of The View? The show now faces a mounting list of problems. Beyond the lawsuit's financial risks, there's a growing public image crisis. If producers can't contain the situation, The View might suffer a severe ratings drop or worse, be pulled off the air altogether. Rumors are swirling that Joy Behar could be pressured to exit if the lawsuit causes irreparable harm. Likewise, Goldberg's unwavering stance on wokeness has also drawn fury from segments of the audience who feel she belittled Leavitt. For a program built on strong viewpoints, it's not unusual to have spats with public figures. But it's rarer to see those same figures turn around and sue the show for what they deem irresponsible commentary. Network executives are said to be assessing multiple scenarios, letting certain hosts go, overhauling on-air guidelines, or issuing a more substantial, carefully crafted apology. Yet none of these solutions may appease Caroline Leavitt, who appears resolved to see her legal challenge through. And as rumors swirl about behind-the-scenes drama, fans wonder if they're witnessing the show's final act. With tension running high, the panel is struggling to maintain its usual camaraderie. Allegations that Joy Behar privately blames everyone else for the blowback have sparked deeper discontent. Whoopi Goldberg's refusal to concede any ground also rubs certain co-hosts the wrong way. Alyssa Farah Griffin, trying to foster a more civil tone, finds herself at odds with the show's longtime personalities. Some staffers report that factional lines are clearly drawn, adding to the internal chaos. Viewers are picking up on the vibe too. Episodes in the past few weeks have felt uncomfortable, with forced smiles and awkward exchanges seeping through the broadcast. Skeptics are concerned that The View is losing the authentic conversation that once made it compelling. In a medium where chemistry and trust among hosts are key, these feuds might be the real threat to the show's survival. But the final question is whether the panel can overcome these divisions, or if the tension will tear the show apart for good. What do you guys think? Share your comments down below. Thanks for watching.